Happy birthdays as well. You always find the latest courtyard permanent solution. Out of the box.
Hello and welcome to Radio Waves by Todderbert. In front of us we have the Prunus J-196. This is an AM, FM, Bluetooth, MP3 player, shortwave, portable Fireplace radio. Yes, I said Fireplace. You can find this radio selling at Amazon USA currently at $39.99. That's without any sales or coupons. Expect probably a lower price over time. Prunus is known to put these things on sale, so let's check it out. Prunus J-196, pretty big box it comes in, and what is with that icon, right? Their art's amazing, right? So anyway, took everything out of the box. Let's see what we get in there. So we get the star of the show. We have the J-196. And it's big, so let me just maneuver it on camera here. Here we are. Let me just a little bit down. Here we are. There we go. Yeah, it's big. Now, there's a guy on my channel, and he comments on these Bluetooth radios that they're always too small, and he wants a bigger one. Well, here it is. It's larger. Large and in charge, for sure. But there we go. And inside the box, we also get a charging cable, white, USB to USB-C. Don't know why they changed to white, because they've been using black forever. And then we have the user manual, which we'll go through, I guess. There we are. Contact information. Pretty big manual for a big radio. There you are. Warning, read and obey if you care to. I don't know if you can read that, but boom, there it is. You can always zoom it in. All right, so we got some list of components. Okay, pretty basic. Interesting, this radio has a backfiring speaker because the Fireplace takes up the front end there. Here we got product specs. Awesome. I really like the shortwave coverage, 3.2 to 22 megahertz. Pretty big deal. Bluetooth version 6. Don't know if that's any good. You guys let me know if you guys know anything about Bluetooth. I don't know anything about those new versions. Your batteries, your simple 1800 milliamp hour, 18650, but it's replaceable, which is good. And there you go. Okay, so boom, how to charge it. We'll go over this stuff. Yeah, it's really easy to operate. There you go. Flame light. Okay. Radio modes. How to get better reception. And over here we got some more music modes. And if I miss anything, you could always have me dig this back out and answer your questions in the comments section. But I'm sure I'll be able to figure this out. So the writing's kind of tiny even on this big paper. Okay, there you go. Done with the manual. I'd like to get rid of that. Don't need this anymore. So let's go over the radio. So it's a big boy. We have a length of 10 inches. Nice. We have a height of 7 1/8 of an inch. And then we have a depth from front to back of 5.5 inches. Yes, 5.5 inches in depth. It's amazing. Look at that thing. Size comparison, well, I'll tell you what. We'll just, I guess, I'm just going to put on the corner here. CC Pocket in the house. It's actually 12 midnight when I'm recording this here. 12:01 a.m. That's Central Daylight Time near Chicago, Illinois, USA. We're in October 2025. There you go, for the sake of the band scans, which we're going to do. We're going to have some fun. See what this radio can accomplish. And then here we have CC Skywave. And then if you don't have those two radios, we have a deck of cards. We have Iron Man. He's the man with the master plan. He can spin it like no one can. He's always on fire, man. Yeah, he's Iron Man. Who digs the Fireplace radio, man? It's pretty awesome, isn't it? I love it. This would be cool with old-time radio or some Christmas music coming because it's Christmas season. So, yeah. Awesome. Or some Halloween music because Halloween's coming. We get the idea. This is dwarfed. It dwarfs these cards. They disappear. Lovely. Yeah. There's the animation. Its main claim to fame. Love it, right? So, yeah, let's check out the features of the J-196. So, its biggest one is, of course, the Fireplace image here. What we got here is, it looks like 5 amber LEDs glowing behind this plastic. Here, I'll show you. I'll turn this off. There you go. There's something spinning causing the smoke effect. There's like an LED behind something that's turning, I'm guessing. because I can hear something running back there. So my wife said right away, "Oh, that's nice. Can it change color?" Well, that'd be cool. Like some red, purple flames, green flames. Who knows? That'd have been neat if they'd have done that. And a dimmer, maybe. I thought about a dimmer. But yeah, there you go. There's the main thing. I never measured the window. I'm sure somebody's going to ask that. How big is a fireplace window? Well, let's measure it. We'll go diagonally, I guess, like a TV screen. So about 8 3/4 inches. And if you're looking at it this way, what's that? 8.5 inches by 3 5/8. So there you go. Measured. So the interesting thing is it does cause RFI on medium wave and a little bit on FM if you have some weaker signals. So you won't be running this while you're running your radio. I recommend just turning off the fireplace thing and running the radio portion. So let's go ahead and just turn that off for a moment. Well, might turn it back on. Probably when I'm doing my demo music. So we have on off here. So we got
play by TF card
7654.
So it's gonna fire out the back there. I tried propping the radio up, and it still sounds about the same. So we're just gonna leave it how it is. It's fine. It sounds good. It's real bassy, as you can hear. So we got our scales. We have FM on top there, 87 to 108. AM below it is 530 to 1710. We have shortwave 1, 3.2 to 10 megahertz, and shortwave 2, 10 megahertz to 22. That's all shortwave radio, so you at least have that segments right there. I like that, and its tuning is a breeze. We got buttons here. We got backtrack, rewind, pause, play, and fast forward, and track forward. Nice. And I believe there is a mode. I think you just press and hold the pause play to cycle your modes between your USB, thumb drive, micro SD. So that's kind of nice to get both populated. I didn't know that. And then auxiliary and I believe Bluetooth. No particular order there, but I think they have a certain order. But there you go. And then we got our switch over here. We got music, FM, AM, and then our 2 shortwaves, 1 and 2. Now you don't have to worry about a band trick because there is none. You got the coverage you need right there. So back to music. Tuning. Now tuning is really good on this radio. $39. It's a little pricey for what this is. It's all like plastic with a fake wood grain and kind of I don't know. I didn't like how they did their printing there. It looks kind of generic. If they would have made this like, I know this is their iconic style, but if they would have like done some cursive to this and left the model number maybe to the back, I think it would look good. But they did what they did. But yeah, this tuning, beautiful thing. Loving it. And it's pretty easy to read. And the dial indicator is visible. So bonus for that. It may not be super accurate, but it at least gets you the general idea of what's going on. But I really like the feeling of this tuner, and there's no backlash. That's nice. Going to the top, there is a handle. So there you go. With some like copper brushed elements there for the end of the buckles. But yeah, I like that. And as you can see, there's nothing on the sides here. Just corners, like smooth. And it's like that fake wood grain stuff going around here. More fake wood grain. I'm going to the back of the radio. We have our antenna, which is awesome. This thing really pulls in the shortwave stations and FM stations. Nice. It's great. I had this thing laying here, and it was pulling them in without even the antenna extended, which I was amazed by. This is 29 inches in length. Awesome. We have a 3-inch speaker here. Again, it's facing the back. We got 2 bass ports for that speaker, and it sounds really good. As you can see, I'm just going to hopefully kind of rest this here. A little section, we have our USB-C input to charge the 18650 battery. I'll show it to you. Pop this little door open, comes off like that. And you can see we've got 1800 milliamp hour battery, which can of course be upgraded with the XH Data 3000s. We just go in there like this. Boom. So your runtimes will increase. And I'll talk to you about runtimes here in a second to give you a general idea what to expect, but definitely upgradable, which is a bonus. I like that. We have a charge status LED right there. It turns red while it's charging and green when it's finished. Auxiliary in 3.5 millimeter. Micro SD card slot. I populated it with a 16 gigabyte. They say up to 32 gigabytes. All different partitions like exFAT, FAT32. You know the drill. Same here with the USB thumb drive support. And then we have a power LED indicator when the radio is turned on. Turns red right here. So real basic setup in the back. Now runtime on this battery here, what can you expect? Well, with the Fireplace running, I noticed about 125 milliamp rate of use. So you're going to get about 14 hours with just the Fireplace. That's without using the radio. If you're using the radio, FM radio by itself with no Fireplace at medium volume, it gets about 75 milliamp rate. of use and need about 24 hours of runtime on the battery. So not bad if you're not using that Fireplace. Now, if you're using the Fireplace, then you just pretty much add those together, and then your runtime's going to go way down, like in a 10-hour mark. So yeah, expect that. So yeah, definitely. Let's go flip this back over. All right, we'll go over some reception reports and turn it on and have some fun. So reception reports, I like to go over like FM, daytime medium wave, and daytime shortwave since we're in the evening here. So FM reception report. Fair, okay, good, very good, excellent, a 5-tier method. I always go through all the stations here I can pick up. I found 65 stations with this radio, pretty decent. I give it a good, solid good category, 3-star rating, which is fantastic for a DSP radio, digital signal processor. You'll hear the little clicks as I tune. They're all like that nowadays, even though they have an analog base like that. Good selectivity as well. So FM, fantastic. Daytime AM. Interesting thing is it's great on locals. I get a few semi-locals. I notice it's weak towards the top of the band, so after 1300, I'm not picking up a whole lot. It's very, very weak. You need probably a loop to pick up the stations. And then it has weak selectivity. So on medium wave during the day, it like latches on a station and stays on a station. Like I have 720. I have a strong music station on 750 and 780, and it would not pick up 750. 720 or 780 did not pick up in between. Evening is going to be different, I'm sure, but during the day, it just liked my strong locals. That was about it. Though it sounded fantastic. So you can listen to a ball game and enjoy it and be real happy. So that's that. And daytime shortwave, well, I was really impressed. I think it had to do with solar activity because it was well above average. My average is like 8 to 10. And this found 21 stations. Yeah, 21 in the middle of the day. Totally surprised me. So I'm gonna put it on solar conditions, though this radio is capable, so that's fantastic. So let's go ahead and turn it on, do a demo of some royalty-free music first with the SD card, and then we'll run the Fireplace, turn the lights off, see what it looks like, and then we'll go to the different bands. We'll start with AM, maybe FM, shortwave. Let's go ahead and turn this on.
Play by TF card.
7654321.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
Oh, this you crazy mother.
Yeah. In other words, you know how all year long a guy sits around thinking about dames? Well, spring is when he does something about it. Yeah. Well, Duffy, why don't you be more romantic? Don't spring mean nothing to you? It means Eddie and me should get busy with the spring cleaning? Duffy, it's employers like you that give work a bad name.
So you got some old-time radio with the Fireplace running. I think that's pretty cool.
Inspector, and yeah.
Fast forward it.
Now, so glad vest looks pretty good. Harold, you're quite a fellow. There was a young man from the West who loved a young lady with zest.
Cool. All right, so let's go ahead and switch over to AM. I think I'm just going to leave the radio right as it sits just because it's easier, and we'll see what we can pick up from its stationary position. Though you would turn the radio back and forth to get better reception, it's just not going to be feasible. Now, it does, like I say, make noise.
Right now, on a plan.
Field at 5. Golden State opening the second half with a 19-4 run, opening up a lead that would grow to 17 points. They win it by 10.
So you can hear it adds RFI when you, especially medium wave when you're using the Fireplace. Okay, let's go down here. Just tune it up. Here we can hear on the AM band.
They're standing by the system. The system has said that if you run for office as a Republican, we're going to see it through until election day.
Whether because of their wealth or because of their influence or because of their...
Owning a newspaper.
So, this is about principle. This is not about ego. This is not about can we win. You know how you win? You win on election day. And if you're not, you lose. That's how elections work. I think we've all been through them before. All right, we continue. Now, what's next?
So I propped it up a little bit. Seems to help. This is Nashville, I think, 650.
Head coach Thomas Ecero. Grant had missed time during the preseason when they trained left tackle State on October 5th. Grant averaged 23.2 points and 7.3 assists across 50 games a season ago. Elsewhere in NBA,
Subsidizing other people's health care.
On my phone lines, buddy. You've been AWOL.
Johnny's been calling a lot.
I think this is 670 the score.
It took him 4 months after he made that sorry ass.
Being asked, ultimately, to fix the problems that the Democrats
700 WLW, Cincinnati.
created. But why am I being asked, ultimately...
don't hold your breath waiting, or you won't make it. Eduardo in Tampa, welcome back to WGN Radio. What's happening?
720 WGN, like she said. Chicago, local. Comes in great. Sounds great, too. Yeah, probably just fingerprinted my window, but yeah, this thing's a fingerprint and dust magnet.
But some people, how they on cheek?
Chic. Chic. Yeah, chic. Yeah.
Okay, I always mispronounce, and I got to get better on this.
No, that's all right. I mean, the way it's spelled, it looks like chick, but it's
Zoomer Radio, 740, Toronto, Ontario, 460 miles northeast.
Americans who need them for, buying insurance on the exchange.
312
780 WBBM News Radio Chicago, and the station before was 760 WGR Detroit, Michigan. I'm just going to speed up the dial because I got a lot of time. I got to spend time on shortwave and FM yet.
You make in life can be intimidating. That new car, your first home.
Subsidies for them.
LifeLock monitors hundreds of millions of data points a second.
Alien issue as well, which ticks me off to no end. People are being asked to fix the...
They're not letting you do it.
so getting into Gaza is definitely...
More Sports Center all night. Coming up next.
We have over 1,000 five-star reviews. All of that because they were looking at this. Outside our framework.
Or go to Capital Bank. Get it.
This is critical help in this check the newsletter,
We simply do something to fix the problem. Sort of a solution. Donald Trump has been looking for a solution for years.
The move at 4
1610 CHHA Toronto. Yeah, coming and get those Toronto stations. So yeah, we're picking up stations definitely over 500 miles, or I can hear them. I just can't stop and tune each one. But yeah, this thing's picking up quite a bit on the top of the band at night. So wakes up at night, that's good. So if you're an evening listener, awesome.
Term provider, 800-444.
Okay, cool. So let's head on over to Shortwave. Yeah, Shortwave 1 is where it's going to be at tonight. That's where all we're going to do, pretty much. Yeah, because it's usually your nighttime band. 3.2 to 10 megahertz. Rock and roll. Now, of course, you can pick up more than that, but for the sake of the video, we're just going to keep it short there and then get the final thoughts. So I'm going to hook up this antenna here. So we got the back. Got a little wire clip here. We're going to bring this back over this way, I think. Then we're going to clip this. And we're going to get a little battery there. I think a little battery helps. It keeps up just a little bit to give a little airflow back to that speaker. So it gave me some decent bass coming out of there and some nice, a little bit more high. So good. Let's bring that up. So get this antenna to get good position. Okay, great. Yeah, this will work out good. Let's finish it up like this. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and do some shortwave action. Okay, let's turn it up. Shortwave 1. Shortwave 2. CHU 3.330 megahertz. Single sideband at 80 meters. Pretty nice conditions. Coming in strong, nice. More. So we got Worldwide Country Radio on WWCR out of Nashville, Tennessee. Pretty awesome. Loving this. I listen to this a lot. If my radio can do it, I like to hear it. Can't hover on it, but it's cool. Here's 5 megahertz WWV, Fort Collins, Colorado, to the west, 890 miles or 900 miles. Okay, we got Cuba. They're on 5025 kilohertz. Nice.
Buses as well, but no metro. So you should have that. Also, these two pieces were in Prague. I kind of tried to imagine a connection that would make sense with the first piece. So the idea is you can go to Malavanka, take the 22 down with either.
I've often quoted where he says, "I will build my church, and the gates of hell."
$15 to help with the cost of mailing and financing for the ministry, and address your letter to
since God created the first Adam and Eve.
If this budget doesn't pass, and it is a slim, I was going to say majority. It's not a majority, but it is a majority, but still.
Okay, this is 60-70 kilohertz, kind of coming in and out, Toronto.
Bring your own, would you watch on your phone the World Series game if you're at somebody's house?
Yeah. What is that?
Porque en principio la reacción fue
Yeah, the depth of the audio is nice, especially on shortwave. It's not so harsh when it comes in and out. Single sideband on 40 meters. There's some music here, believe it or not. Kind of a weak station. CHU Canada, I think it's what, 7850? I think that's right. If not, I'll correct it down here, but I think it's 7850. So the accuracy on shortwave seems to be pretty spot on, or close to it.
Found so many Trinitarian scholars that say this.
9330, I believe, WBCQ out of Maine.
Trinity, of course, is not a biblical word.
Under the sun, all is love and free, so he continues to live and be.
I think this is WRMI next to it, 9395.
Why cause sorrow when you can give joy? Or even not, then just live in peace, heaven and earth.
Okay, there's 10 megahertz. WWV. Wow, there's a lot there. It's cool at night. Wow, it's good conditions, I think. It's fantastic. So there you go. There's the shortwave, pretty much the nighttime band. So we'll go ahead, switch over to FM, and then we'll final thoughts. So we're going to move this little selector over to FM. Okay, we're at the top of the band. Let's go to the bottom. All right. Gotta go fairly quick.
And the English equivalent to good to lunch, when we decided to go, and I worked my way up over the course of lunch to say, I said, Gavin?
Workers like Kamala to reach the last mile and deliver free vaccines to Health Center is a yellow-colored.
I've seen miracles.
Chapter 7, the Lord appeared to King Solomon and said, among other things, that if his people who are called by
The Health Center is a...
Type of woman make you call your friends up and say, I fell in love with
Doug and his team in Mequon were amazing from the...
I feel like I'm dead. Another one bites the dust.
That's awesome.
Oh, so don't think that every store offers the same
speaker system you have hooked up to your computer. They all have one thing in common. They're playing your music. Classic rock. Download that app. Enable your smart speaker and tell the Geek Squad you got this. Because however you get our music, you can do anything. That's the power of legendary rock and roll. Playing right now. Right now. 96.7 The Eagle.
Wow, I don't get this too often. This is coming in great.
If I do need you to pick me up like shooting stars.
You got that fine thing on. Never let go. It comes once in a lifetime. You better.
About the size of a 3-story building, about 36 meters when they say.
To see companies bring out with their earnings expectations, I think that.
Vamos por nosotros y contra el tax.
I'm just a poor boy, nobody loves me. I give her a call.
Nice. There we are. We're done. That's cool. FM sounds fantastic on here. Wow. Loving it. Good deal. So likes, let's go over the likes of this radio. So I like the larger size. Definitely awesome. I mean, boom. You know, you're paying for it. You're getting it. It's the big radio. Definitely. What else I like about this? The deep, rich speaker audio. You heard how good it sounded? It's bassy, but it sounds deep and rich, and it's nice. So when you're playing old-time radio or you're doing your Bluetooth and you're doing the music, it sounds really good on here. So impressed. And especially with Shortwave, it also sounded good. It took the harshness out of the band a bit. The noise floor lessened some because the tone isn't so shrill. Fantastic. Smooth tuning. This tuning, I can't stress how nice this feels. One of the best I've felt in a while. A lot of them have Backlash. They're inexpensive. They feel cheap. This feels premium. When I'm turning this feels premium, like I'm tuning like a C-Crane EP Pro or something. It feels that good. I mean, it's just, and it stays where you put it, and there's no, like I say, backlash whatsoever. Yeah, it's smooth. It's nice. What else do I like about the radio? Okay, above average, of course, FM shortwave reception, as you got to hear in the video. Rock on. I like the shortwave coverage, like I mentioned before, 3.2 to 22 megahertz. Can't stress how cool that is. It's all right there. What else I like? The handle, of course. You know, with a radio this big, gotta have a handle. Bluetooth, MP3 player, auxiliary in. Hey, those are great things to have as extras. Replaceable 18650, which the other battery's hiding underneath. Here's my little lift, but that's fine. I like that it's replaceable. Fantastic. What else about it? So, what do I want? I would like, or dislike, and I want on this radio. I want better daytime medium wave. You heard evening was fantastic, but daytime's just not so great. I mean, it was, like, again, great for locals, okay for some semi-locals, or a few anyway. And that's about it. Like I say, pretty much towards the, 1100 below is what you're going to get. Though I did get 1180 really nice, so I will say the Squirrel or the Q came in really good. Pretty happy with that. Also, what I like, a version of this radio without the Fireplace thing, because I don't see myself using this a whole lot. The only time I see myself using this light is like Christmas time with some MP3 music, playing Christmas from our Bluetooth or whatever. That's about it. That's all I see myself using, really, to be honest with you. That's it. That's the gimmick. Oh, it looks nice and warm. Well, that's great in the winter, but summertime, I'm not really thinking about fires like this on a radio, so that's just me personally. I don't know about you guys. Let me know. But I want a version with a cloth front with a big speaker right in the middle there behind the cloth. That would look really good. Now, I know Prunus does sell a similar radio like that, but it's a little bit more money. I think this would be cool with a speaker in the front with cloth and none of this extra stuff here. Just me personally. And also another thing I'd like is dual 18650s. There's a lot of room to add another spot for another 18650 just to get you double the capacity. That would be fantastic on a radio that uses so much power, especially this Fireplace option. Even though this doesn't get hot, it's all lights. It's a light show. Looks neat though. So what else? So overall, this gets a maybe recommendation from me. Yes, because of the price. It's a little pricey for what it is. For this Fireplace, I'll call it kind of gimmicky. I know it's its main thing, and some people might like it, some people may not. But yeah, it's a little pricey for that. That's why it gets the maybe. But everything else on this thing is fantastic. I hate that this causes RFI, by the way, too. Darn it. Because I like to listen to my radio with this. Would be really awesome, but there's RFI, which, come on, man, really? But yeah, of course, I would love the cloth front with the speaker because the audio sounds so good on here. So that'd be fantastic if it was forward-facing speaker. Yeah. But yeah, it gets the baby. So yeah, not bad. I mean, if you like it, go for it. Wait for it to go on sale. Maybe it'll go on sale. Watch Prunus. They keep their radios in there for a long time. $39.99. If it goes lower, then snag it. $30. This is a really good bargain for what you get. I mean, you get quite a bit. You don't have to run this thing at all. Maybe you put your own little thing here, your own little graphic and have some fun. I don't know. Cover it up and maybe change the LEDs, maybe do RGB or something. Just have some fun with it. I don't know. It'd be cool. So, all right. I hope you enjoyed the video. Give me a like if you did. If you like Prunus radios and want to see more, subscribe to the bell icon. Get notified of more because they put out a radio, seems like every other day, right? It seems like it. And then, of course, comment down below what you think about the 196. Is it something you'd even consider? Do you like this Fireplace thing? I mean, this is a first for me. I don't really have a radio with a Fireplace, but now I do. So, yay for me. Awesome. Let me know what you guys think. All right, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in my next awesome video.